We got. We're on. We're on. We're on. We're on.
Oh, we have kilobits.
We have kilobits. Buddy Carafana says, "Let the show begin." Mexican says, "Just one more minute." Mexican spec, you gotta set the time on your computer. Everybody else's computers
Well, he's
off
on
by one.
Mexican.
Oh yeah, Mexican time. Maybe just down past the border, the time shifts a little bit.
Not a real precise conversion. They use different servers, time servers.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna give it a few seconds for people to trickle in. I am Kim of Kim Fixes Things. I'm here with Buff Del Campo, the namesake of your channel, and your host for tonight. I will be running some of the things, all of our stuff. Electronics. Yes. All of our gadgets.
So when a thing goes down, we know who to blame.
It's pretty much my fault. I get it. Yeah. I get no credit for making it all work when it works. But if something goes wonky, it's all Kim's fault.
Turbo Tom. I hope it wasn't for much.
Oh, through the wash. Darn it.
I hope it was a $2 one and not a $2 million one.
We got a bunch of early participants here.
Ari's
Welcome
here.
in, guys. Ari.
That's cool. He's here early.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Ari. Mexican Spec is here, has been here, holding down the fort while we get ready. And it is, once again, Tuesday night. We are in our living room studio.
Our living room. What was a living room?
Well,
That's a living studio.
Well, it doesn't really... Anyways, we have our green screen, which allows us to magically display imagery and do some fun things. We can even use it to travel through time. Whoa! The dinosaur. Look out. They are dangerous.
Get the dino room back.
Hey, we need those dinosaurs so that they can make fossil fuels, so we can have fuel for our cars. All right, we're back.
So you scroll, or you're not going to?
No,
you don't
not
want to scroll.
yet. First, I'm going to award some points. The point system doesn't make any sense. I don't got a database. I ain't got a spreadsheet. I can't keep track of all these points. I give out points when you do something good, like showing up on time. You keep track of your points. It's an on your honor system. I trust you. You trust me. It works good. You know, everybody, you're in the circle of trust. Right? Okay. So, Buddy Carfano slams in there at exactly 7 o'clock on the timestamp, says, "Let the show begin," and gets 5 points. Tuesday nights, showing up on time, it's not easy. There's a lot of competition for that spot. Mexican Spec is right in afterwards. Mexican Spec's going to get 4 points. Patrick Sullivan, Turbo Tom, Lester LeSabre, Ari are all going to get 3 points. That's how I'm doing it tonight. Why? Because there's no official system, so I can just award however many I need to. Thank you for everyone jumping
Turbo
in.
Tom didn't get his lottery ticket, or maybe it survived. It was washed, but he got 3 points.
Turbo Tom is already pretty. He's pretty well off. He's got that model. He's got that nearly new Model T car.
Over 100-year-old car. Yeah.
Tom was talking about his daily driver. I forget what he was. I forget what. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I might be a little off my game tonight. Usually I am. But today I have had like 2 hours of sleep or something like that. You
want me to explain how it goes?
Oh,
we tend to work at night.
Oh yeah.
And you know this because our lives in the shop are at night, and then we go till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, we've been doing that, and so last night we had one of those that we came home about 5, I think, and Kim goes, "Well, I got a doctor's appointment this morning." I'm like, what? So she slept an hour or so, and then I hear her alarm go off. It's like off she goes to the doctor. Well, then she comes back sometime because I fell asleep. So she got a couple more hours sleep. And then I'm waking her up going, hey, it's time for the live. So here she is with her coffee.
Yeah, yeah. The coffee is strong tonight. I'm gonna need it. EFOG is here, and
Good
EFOG, you
evening.
slipped in just in time to. I think you're the last person who's gonna get points. You're getting 2 points. Uh, so let's see. Mexican Spec says Jewish Standard Time is an hour late minus Mexican Standard Time, which is 58 minutes early. So that leaves
It's
2
2 minutes.
minutes. Yeah, but it's not exactly 58 minutes. It's because it's metric minutes.
Jewish
So
time.
the conversion is messy.
So I used to say about Russians. Russians, you know, 8 a.m., be to work at 8 a.m., that means noon, maybe tomorrow. Just right after Soviet times, they had no clue. Oh, we already got ads. I didn't
Lester, I'm
catch it.
sorry your wife isn't doing well.
Oh, where's that?
Well, that you have to sort of read the.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't reading that. I was
Okay.
talking. Oh no.
I'm don't know the details.
Metric minutes.
If you need to talk about it, then you can.
Metric minutes. That there are none. There's millidays. Millidays is
Milliday,
there's a
see,
thousand millidays in a day, and that's like a minute and 26 seconds if you convert it. But see, with millidays, noon would be noon would be 500, and 6 o'clock in the evening would be 750. I mean, just think about it. It'd be so easy. Metric time.
yeah.
Can I get some argument with somebody European? And I go, well, what's wrong with you? You don't have metric time. And I start that in. They look at me like I'm crazy because they don't have metric time.
Blue Grit says, "Are you saying it's okay to fall asleep during this live?" It's always okay, as long as you continue to stream so that we get the view time.
It's like, wake up and I was dreaming I was on the live.
You know what? That the crazy thing is if you have not been monetized, or even if you've recently been monetized, you'll remember how important it's can be really difficult to accumulate the necessary view time, and then once you accumulate the necessary view time, it becomes completely irrelevant. They don't even show you the statistic because they don't care anymore once you get to monetization. So, um, I forget what I was saying.
I don't know. I'm surprised Mexican Spec asks if that's a 64. That is a 63.
Mexican Spec always knows.
He always
How
knows,
have
and
you
he's off by
missed?
a year.
He
Well,
must
it
not know that.
probably wasn't an important car to him. That
Yes.
car was sent. That picture was sent by Inspector Bruce, who I haven't seen here yet tonight, and that's what he said they had when he was a kid, and they had a lot of transmission problems with it, is what he said, and they had to have it fixed a couple of times, and then when he was a teenager, that was a car he got to drive, so he was pretty happy to have it. So,
Blue Grit, just don't fall asleep in the garage with the car running.
no.
Unless it's one of those zero output emissions cars, because they actually cleanse the air.
And,
Cleanse the
and then
air.
Stray Bullet says, "Whoa, look at that Vista Cruiser. The one in the thumbnail was a Vista Cruiser. I put it there because Kim likes them, and then she looked at it and she was like
I was just
disappointed.
making a generic comment about how
She goes, "Oh, it's a
people don't
station
like
wagon.
wagons.
It's a station wagon. We're doing station wagons tonight." I said,
He
"It's
was like,
your
"That's your
favorite wagon."
favorite," and I'm like, "Oh, what's my favorite?" And he's like, "The Vista Cruiser." And I do like the roof on the Vista Cruiser, but the angle of that photo is like the back side. You can't even see the
Oh, that
roof.
was the
So
whole idea. It was the back. You could see that. Maybe
I
I
don't know.
didn't.
I
Okay.
couldn't see it because I'm blind.
And
Then
Inspector
again, I
Bruce.
had no sleep, so maybe my eyes are.
Inspector Bruce pops in right after I told the story about his station wagon here. I don't know if he caught that or not, but yeah, I was just telling you, that was the car when you were a kid, and you had some transmission problems with it. When you were a teen, that was your car.
Bruce, you have missed the points. We're done awarding points.
I miss the points.
But you never know. There could be opportunities at any moment to acquire additional points if you know the answers to questions or just general participation and I get in a good mood. Maybe once the caffeine kicks in, I'll start just giving them out for free. Tonight's topic is wagons. That's why we were talking about the Vista Cruiser. I think everybody knows that. Weekly, we like for better part of a year now, maybe. We have been. Ooh, that's a pretty one there.
Here we go. This is from Buddy Carafano. Buddy Carafano. Oh, my mouse just collided with something. I can't move it.
For the better part of a year now, every week.
Okay, can you zoom out a little?
On Tuesday, yeah, we didn't help.
I don't know what you
I
did.
was in the middle of trying to talk.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna forget what I was saying.
I put up a picture because everybody's talking about it. Buddy Carafano sent one in, so I put it up.
Because we have squirrel brains and we are scattered everywhere, and chat, it can sometimes make that worse on purpose. I think sometimes they try and get us all distracted and off topic, but to give us some linear, we were all over the place in some of those early streams. We decided that we would pick topics. So last week's was cars for sale, and tonight's is station wagon. Next week is going to be something along the lines of mom's car when I was a kid.
See, so Bruce's covers
Or maybe
both.
the family car or something like that. So we'll talk about that near the end. We'll crystallize that just a little more. But I think a lot of us have fond memories of a wagon somewhere in our life, right? Right? Wagons are pretty cool.
So we had when we were kids. That was the SUV of the day.
Wagons are not cool. Ask a young person if wagons are cool. I think it's only in hindsight that you realize, wagons are cool. So, but there's usually memories attached to a wagon. Like, who hasn't been to the did you ever go to the movies? The drive-in movies with a wagon?
56 Ford.
You have a blanket in the back.
We had a mattress in the back, seat down. The back of the front seat, we'd all be like this, 3 kids. My parents would be up there, and we'd watch the first movie, and then we all had to go to sleep. And they had blankets back there, and we'd fall asleep, the 3 kids. And then my parents would watch the second movie.
So
that was the routine.
I remember, the one time the people up the street, they had a wagon, a big wagon. I don't know what kind, but every kid in the neighborhood was in the back of that wagon, right? And they gave us a big blanket, and they were like, hide under the blanket. We're going to sneak into the drive-in movie, right? Like the drive-in movie back there, right? But they just wanted us to shut up while they drove in. They were like, be quiet so they don't catch us, so we're all under there laughing, and being not the least bit inconspicuous, while they and then I think they even bought us ice cream. And I forget what movie. It was when I was a kid. So
Next says they didn't have a wagon, but they had a 77 E150 Econoline. Oh, that's a big thing. Yeah, that was the second Econoline. That's the one where they started putting the engines up front.
Was it the conversion one with the top, the high top and the bar and the mini bar and the couch in the back? I had a neighbor who had one of those.
I'm downloading. So
Stray Bullet's parents always had a station wagon. Yeah. Even when they started calling station wagons SUVs.
Well,
it is a nice looking.
They got tall. Yeah, they became like a pickup truck body and became SUVs. And then there were ones that were close, like a checker marathon wagon. Man, that was almost an SUV. Today, that would be an SUV.
I thought it was cool because it was before my time, but there's some old television programs, and they had the horse trailer, and they were hauling the horse trailer with the wagon. I thought that was wild. You don't see anything like that now. When anybody's hauling something like that now, they always have a full-size pickup truck. So that curved glass up top is like gold, I bet. Yeah. Welcome in, Mike N. Welcome in, mostly old parts. And I don't know if anybody else has come in, but...
Are you getting more pictures? This wagon like father bought was a 64 Chevy Fletcher Jones in Encino. Car got a flat on the way home. He didn't know where the spare was. We snuck a lot of beer into the drive-in and the vents behind the rear seat. Back in my scamp. Okay, let's see. I've got pictures here, Kim. Only they're not.
They knew you were bringing stuff into the movies.
Well, you know,
They know.
a lot of those you'd sneak in, but a lot of them, it was a price for the carload, so you really weren't sneaking in.
Yeah, yeah. But that was a way to
Yeah,
shut
that's
the
how
kids up.
shut the kids up. Yeah.
It was perfect. It was perfect. It was part of the adventure, right?
Mostly old parts. Says this week's project. Ooh, look at that. Cutting wheel and a hole.
What
And
kind of
then,
car are they?
well, there's more pictures.
It's got the rear tank filler.
There's the piece.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not
tell us
familiar
what
with
kind of, you got to tell us what kind of car that is.
You can't
But look
guess?
at all the work.
You can't tell by the trunk pan what it is? That looks good. Nice tack in.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mess, and now it's
Wow.
not.
Look how nice the corners
Look
are
at
nice
the
and
fit.
rounded and
Look at the
everything.
fit.
That is
Yes.
pretty phenomenal. Ari's never had a station wagon. Not even a hatchback. Yeah, but you got a really nice truck.
I had a hatchback. Man, I got a
Put
lot
a
of
shell
station
on your
wagons.
truck and pretend. That's right.
I don't know.
You have a bed. You got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made. That's got to count for something.
So what kind of car is this? Who knows? Oh, mostly all parts. I owned a wagon for a couple of years. Let me dig up a pic.
Absolutely. Hey, anybody who's not a frequent, anybody who's new, you can send photos in to buffdelcampo@gmail.com. I'll type it in a moment. And you can click on it if you like. And it doesn't have to just be wagons. Every week we do want to see participants' projects. I don't like to call people followers. I think that's like rude even.
Followers.
Right? Like friends, participants, viewers, you know? Anyways, Dougster is here. Dougster? Mr. Dougster? Potato to you. Guys, check out Dougster Wolverine Garage. He streams on Monday nights and is a lot of fun. That guy can tell a story. He's got a lot of them. He is very entertaining, and he's really good with viewers as well. It's a fun place to stop in on a Monday and support Dougster. And if you are not subscribed to Dougster, subscribe to Dougster. He wants to participate in the No Name Nationals this year. And I checked last night, he had like 378 subscribers. Dougster, I don't know what have you done? Why are they not growing your channel? Because you're an interesting guy, and I don't know why more people are not
That is the back.
signing up to.
That is the back.
What's wrong?
I was reading what Dougster wrote, so I was looking to see what it was. I looked back at the floor fix.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking.
This is another one from Buddy Carfano. It's a I don't know what year, 62 maybe, Tempest. And it's I'm guessing at the year.
It says 63 in his.
Oh, it does? Where does it say it?
In his email.
Oh, it could be. Okay, and we're getting the emails. I'm gonna get behind real quick, but that's okay. It's good to have participants.
Yeah. Mike N says 3 deuces and a 4-speed and a 389. 389? Is that a thing?
389 is Pontiac.
Oh, Pontiac.
Yeah.
I don't know the Pontiacs.
Pontiac 389. That sounds like a Beach Boys song. What is this? Dougster.
I'm going to type in the email address in case you want to send an email, and And clicking is the way that works best for you. Oh. Are you ever really tired and you don't notice until you try and do something off balance, like typing suddenly? Wow.
Okay, then where's my? Sorry, Kim. I'm trying to keep up here. Run where to send more pictures.
Fantastic.
So,
Thanks to everyone who sends pictures, especially this week. We got a lot of pictures early in.
look at this 68 Dodge
Oh, is this another
on a rotisserie.
mostly old parts?
Well, is that the rest of the car that he did the floor on? Oh, look at that nice rotisserie.
68 Plymouth Sports Satellite Wagon.
Is that what it is? Could
I
be.
bought a rotisserie and the car came with it. Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I don't
look at
know.
that.
If I bought it, it would be hard to get rid of. It would be hard to let it go. But I guess if you sold it for $2,500, it would be a little easier to let go,
I saw the little
especially unfinished.
round holes for the side marker lights. I knew it was a 68. That's the only
Oh
way I
yeah,
knew.
you love you some side marker lights.
Let's see here. Gearhead
Speaking
says
of
nice,
side marker lights,
nice Vista on the cover. Yeah, I chose that because Kim likes Vista Cruisers, and it was a wagon, so stuck it up there. Blue Grit says he saw a Tempest wagon like that with the 4-cylinder. There was a V8 cut in half, 4-barrel with the rear mounted transmission, all independent rear suspension, all stock. I didn't know they put 4 barrels. The first engine I ever rebuilt was one of those, half of a 389, and it was in a 61. I think it was in a 61 Tempest. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it'd be a great wagon to have.
them are some good pictures.
Okay,
Thank you.
pic of the project I sent was from a 64 Plymouth Fury. Okay, that was the first picture then. First pictures.
Oh, that's the one he's working on now.
And then
Nice work on the floor pan. Again, I said that 4 times now. Well, I saved my nickels and I saved my dimes.
Jesus.
Thank you,
Then
Dumpster.
Lester LeSabre sent a hacked up Pinto. Somebody made a ute out of it. Looks kind of good with the. I don't know. I've seen them done before, but not with the high sides like that in the back. Kind of looks like what Ford did in those years. Yeah, either Beach Boys or Jan and Dean. Yeah, and I don't remember which it was. Gearhead's running the Daytonas. Oh, it could be. What do you think, Kim?
What's the question?
Little Pinto pickup, little Pinto Ranchero thing. Yeah, and Luis says it's a 71 Pinto wagon. Well, I think it was at one time. Now it's a little pickup truck.
I mean,
I kind of like it. Pute. Paiute.
I think that's kind of a really small car to use
It is. It is. You know what that's good for? Like some kind of little local delivery, like parts store or something, or like if you and I want to go get gas in a can and we don't want the gas can inside the car spilling. Like it's just a cute little truck, or just to have it, just to have it.
Okay.
Mexican Spec says that they have 71 wagons. I'm not sure when they came out with the wagon. Kim,
Yes.
can you look up and see
For the Pintos?
Pinto wagon 1971 and see if there was one or if it didn't come out till 72 or 3? Because I remember they came out fairly early in the Pinto run, but it wasn't right at the beginning. But I didn't remember what year. Cutter Down Garage is here. Good evening. Yeah, Gearhead, the bed looks like a shortened Ranchero bed. It sure does. Yeah, because they made the sides real high on it, which I don't know if that's real useful, but it makes it look like a ranchero. Uh, Kim's looking, and I'm looking, so neither of us are paying attention. Sorry. Oh, here's one that's interesting. The title's interesting. I don't know what it is yet. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Kim, I need help with the zoom on this one. Somebody has made Dodge Charger station wagons. Oh, that's insane. I don't like that. Blue says, remember the Pintos with the porthole side windows? Yeah, I had like a small fleet of them. That's what I used for my uh, delivery cars when I had radiator shops. And one of them was a real weird one because it was and I'd convert them because I'd get the panels, and then I'd put them in. I'd pull the back windows out, and I had one that was a Mercury Bobcat, and it was a Bobcat panel wagon that they never actually made. Dougster says that's cool. I don't know if that's real or not. That sort of looks like it might be a Photoshop because look at the back doors and I mean just the whole thing. I can't imagine that's real. I don't know. Maybe it is. There's no tailgate. I guess you just crawl back there. That does not look right. I agree with that. I mean, I start staring at it. I go, yeah, that's okay, wagon. And then it's like, how do you get in the back? Well, there's no tailgate. The back doors are like hashed in there somehow. And yeah, I don't know about that. Don't know. But Garfano sent it, and I think it's kind of interesting picture, if
It's a
nothing else.
very strange conglomeration of
Oh, here's one. Buddy Garfano
cars.
sent says, oh yes, oh let's look at this. He sent us a picture of a
Who would do something like that?
what's that?
Evil. It's evil, is what it
Hey,
is.
Ozan. Ukraine, Turkey. Hey, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a couple of months. Good to have you here.
Glad you're feeling better.
Okay, this is it's close. I'm gonna put it up. Kim,
Yes.
oh, now it's too big. I can't shrink it down. Oh, maybe I can.
I could shrink things down.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, okay. That's supposed to be the hose for the car, but it's not.
Are you scrolled up all the way?
Yeah.
This is the. Oh,
Well, it says it's for. Oh, it says 82 and 83,
you know what? That could be a.
but it's too late now because we made one up, right?
That could be one that would work. It's not the right one, but I mean, it's way better than the other. Like it's. Mm,
Well,
yeah,
I have it here.
that might be
If
the
we
one.
decide we want a new one, we know where it is. So we'll thank Buddy Carafano for chasing
Oh,
that down.
thank you. Yeah, I'm going to give you 2 points for finding something that's really close, especially without having seen it yourself. The fact that you pulled that out is pretty neat. I don't know if the size is on the fittings. I would not necessarily endorse that as the correct part, but it looks
It's
sort of close.
Corvette wagons and Mustang wagons look wrong too. Yeah, there's and then the four-door Corvettes, they look pretty silly too. Ron Ward sent another picture of this back end. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the okay, this is
Oh, that's him grinding it out after his full weld.
man,
Pretty nice work.
pretty nice work. That's what I say. Den of Dreams Garage is here. Good evening.
It says Pinto wagons were available in both 2 and 4-door.
No.
And
Who said
Mexican
that?
spec says no, they weren't.
No. Who said that? Where's that?
Mostly old parts.
Pin wagons are available in both 2 and 4-door. No, There was no four-door Pinto anything unless somebody made it. I mean, I don't want to say there was never one because somebody probably proved me wrong, but that didn't come from Ford that way. Although there was a little Ranchero-like thing that Ford didn't make. It was made. They made a run of them. A company took the cars like mine, and they made a little pickup out of them, and that was called a Durango, Ford Durango. So let's see here.
Dougster will have to pay shipping on those hoses. Blue Grit says they made a few 65 or 66 Mustang wagon prototypes.
They did. That is true. Trying to find. I got a lot of.
Patrick Sullivan is back. Dinner was on the table. That's understandable, Patrick Sullivan.
Okay, this isn't the one I. What's Mexican Spec says your car is not a Pinto, Buff. What, my car is not a Pinto. No, my car is the one I was saying that the. It was just a little pickup that they made out of the Fairmont Futura. Ford did. That was not actually Ford. It was a aftermarket thing, but they made a run of them. That's 57 Ford. We had one of those without the. Ours is a country sedan. Didn't have the wood. Didn't have big wide white walls. But 57.
Is that a factory paint scheme?
Yes.
Okay. Did they usually have white all the way up to the
Sometimes.
headlights?
Sometimes they did. Yeah.
Okay. It looks like that should be chrome or something.
And
It's
sometimes
so
they
weird.
were two-tone. I bet I have pictures of a
Pretty
two-tone
neat.
one. Let me see here what I have, because maybe I'll share some of my pictures. Two-tone 57.
Stray Bullet says sports cars don't have four doors.
Yeah, but I've seen some Corvettes. Somebody made a run of Corvettes that were four doors that were kind of long. They were C3 Corvettes, and they look kind of funny. There's another country square. Man, all I see is 57s. Man, what is this? I am not finding what I'm
Patrick,
looking
this
for.
is the station wagon episode. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna skip over mine because I can't find what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go back to viewers' pictures.
Ozan was praying for us today. Well, thank you, Ozan. That's very generous for you to include us in your prayers.
Buddy Carvajal sent in a bunch of pictures, so I'm trying to get through some of his. But I'm gonna look at. Oh, this
Ranch wagon. Pretty. Wow.
Where's this?
Mike likes the headlights.
Blue Grit says, was the Durango made from a 2 or 4-door Fairmont or Zephyr? It was made from the coupe, like I have, the 2-door coupe. I may have a picture of one of those. There's a Studebaker wagon, which looked kind of silly because I never liked the taillights on these. It looked like they added them on. But they had that roof that slid back up in there. So they used to show it coming back from a nursery or something with trees in the back, some tall stuff you bought, and you could drive it home. I remember the ads for those things.
I'll bet you they had to do away with that because people probably stood up and fell out the back of it.
You know why they did away with that? Because that was the last year Studebaker made wagons, I think. They might have had them in 65 and 6, but 65 and 6, all the production moved to Canada, and 66, they were done early in the year. So, let's see here.
Blue Grid asks, was the Durango made from a 2 or 4 door? Did you already read
I
that?
already answered that. I'm trying to find a picture one right now.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm not trying to find pictures, Kim. So you're gonna have to.
I don't gotta do nothing.
You're gonna have to take care of the chat, maybe.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm looking for.
I don't want to neglect the chat because they are our friends. But I am also very ooh. I need sleep every day. I don't know what that's about, but we were in the shop, we recorded, we were talking about, oh, did you guys see any of the new videos that we made? In the last week and a half, I think we've made 2 or maybe 3 videos. about air conditioning. Oh, air conditioning. We still don't have air conditioning. And I went out today and
Yeah.
it was so hot. I feel like I was, wow. Wow, it's so hot outside. And I thought, man, I invested all this money in air conditioning stuff and we still don't have
It'll be ready for winter.
a vehicle for it will be, man. That's all I have to do is wait
Well,
around
it's
for
just
winter and then all of a
any
sudden
kind of complex system like that. You think you got it handled, and there's one more part, and then there's one more part, and there's one more part, and right now we're waiting on one more part. So that's just the way it is. Oh
Dr. Go says you could move a refrigerator or tall furniture in that wagon.
man, I got a picture of a wagon here that I had. It's not the one I'm looking for. That thing, it's a horrible old picture that got wet, but I scanned it, and
Wow.
that was my '72 Torino with 429 four barrel, the one that I put the early heads on and a cam and all that stuff. And that was a pretty quick wagon.
Mexican spec, there is no air in the Jeep. The compressor has failed. The Jeep has like almost 200,000 miles on it. And so not everything works perfectly. And the compressor has failed. There's a charge in the system. And I didn't want to just dump the system. So I was hoping that I could pull the charge out with that new machine that I got working. So that's on the table, but it doesn't work today because I'm still waiting for hoses for the machine. So I can't use the machine until the hoses show up. They should be here maybe they might be here. You know what?
Oh, they might be out there.
I'm gonna go look.
She's gonna go check. Maybe the stuff came
See
in.
my air conditioning.
She all of a sudden she's go, oh yeah, we can do the air conditioning. We're gonna do it. We're gonna move up to the shop in the middle of live and put the air conditioning together. But we do have that capability, but we're not gonna do it. I don't know. I'm looking through this for a picture and I can't find it. Maybe I'll have Kim uh, find a picture online. Man, I got so much here. Here's one Mexican Spec was talking about earlier. Um, this one, you were talking about how, I think this is what you meant, how they changed the taillights on cars for the wagons to make them so they worked with a wagon, but they weren't the same as the sedans. And Ford, the first year Ford did that was 1965. So this is a 65 Ford, and they narrowed the taillights way up on the wagons. And after that, they did it every year. The wagon taillights were different. So
Man,
what? Oh man, what's wrong, Kim?
Amazon still did not bring my air conditioner hoses.
No hoses.
I even told them that they could take an extra day about bringing them to save energy. Does anybody ever do that? They give Amazon says like have it delivered on Amazon Day and conserve energy. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait till
So what is that
Tuesday. I'm fine with
BS?
that.
That's so they don't have a schedule.
Well, that's so they can just try and get us to buy more stuff before Tuesday or just
Okay.
fill the truck. But
So can you look up something because I can't find my pictures of it? The Fairmont Durango.
oh no.
No, you're not going to do it for me.
No, no.
Well,
purchase
thanks.
of Fairmont Durango.
I think it might be listed under Fairmont Durango or Ford Durango, something like that. Man, our washing machine is in spin. I can feel it in the house. I can't
Why are
feel
you
it, but I
running
can.
that during?
Well, I needed to wash some clothes, so I threw them in there, and
Oh, that's
and I
wrong.
oh yeah, okay. So we were talking earlier about the Durango. Here's a whole bunch of them. Proof they made a bunch of them. But this is the same body as the as mine, which is the Zephyr Z7 or the Fairmont Futura. And you see the what they call a basket handle that goes over the roof. They just cut it from there back. The tailgate is that whole piece opens up, which is
Mexican Spec says we've seen it enough. Oh,
what?
he's mean. Mean.
Well, somebody was asking about
Somebody
it,
asked which
so
doors
we put it
it
up.
uses as
He doesn't like repetitive stuff.
no.
So maybe we won't show any more of his cars because we looked at all of
Yeah,
them.
that's repetitive. Too repetitive.
So the Durango's not a wagon. Yeah, but somebody asked about it, so put it up. I mean, we're not restricted to wagons tonight. We're just
Oh,
talking about wagons.
we are restricted. That's
We're
the way.
restricted.
That's it. You can
We're
only do what you can
restricted.
do, and that's it.
I'm gonna start closing some of these because there's my screen's getting full.
Man,
Okay, let's see here.
why is
Oh, here we
Wednesday
go.
special?
Ron Ward says four-door Pinto wagon. Let's see what happened. Maybe somebody made one because this certainly isn't stock. Let me see. Let me see. What is it? Oh, look at this. Is that a Photoshop or did somebody do it? That is not. That was never built by Ford, unless it was one prototype. It's got a Michigan plate on it, so it could be a prototype. I've never seen any Pinto, coupe, wagon, anything with four doors before. That's crazy. Is
I
that a
know. What's the
Photoshop or
story?
did somebody stretch it? Or it's got a short door up front. I've never seen that on a Pinto. The only thing I think when I see a Michigan plate, I'm thinking maybe that is a concept car by Ford or something. That was never sold though. Has anybody ever seen that? Mexican Spec, you ever seen anything like that? That is crazy. I gotta save that. I did save it. Dougster says that's a prototype. That's a Michigan manufacturer plate. Okay. So that was something Ford did and it never hit the streets. Other than that, man, that's a good find there. Stray Bullet says it's fake. And that could be possible too. Man, what do those doors look like?
That
I
rear
don't know.
fender looks a little bit
I don't know.
wonky.
I don't
Look how
know.
wonky the rear
Can you
fender
imagine how
is.
small those doors are? Oh, that's crazy. Next time, I've never seen that. The rear door window doesn't look right. It almost looks like they pulled that off something else. I don't know. I can imagine Ford doing that, but I don't know why. And that would have been an expensive little car. But interesting. Never seen it. Appreciate the picture. So there is one Pinto four-door wagon at least. Even if it's a Photoshop, there's one. That's pretty interesting. Oh, Buddy Carfano also sent a picture of a four-door Pinto wagon. Oh, look at this. It's another picture of the same car. You're going to have to zoom in on that a bit. The lowest wagon ever, and I wonder what that says. Can we see what that says? Can I click on that?
No.
See, that's how all the wagons looked, except for that one. Four-door prototype, it says.
Pinto Squire wagon? Is there
Four-door.
another one beside it?
Trying to, can we click on that and see? Oh, it just takes you to that, which is what we had already.
Okay.
Maybe there was a prototype. That's crazy. I can't zoom in on that any closer, but I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, that the glass on the back door has that Fairmont-ish look, same thing as like a Fairmont wagon, the way that little window, because the window would never crank down because the wheel well's there, so they put a separate little window in the back. Man, never seen that. Those are the old parts. National Coach Works did the conversion work to transfer Fairmonts into Durangos, and they made a bunch of them too. Yeah, I don't know how many. I heard 500 at one time, but I don't know if they really made that many. Um, Somebody might know that. Yeah, look at how small that front door is. you clobber your head getting in there on the B pillar. Maybe. I don't know. I
Oh,
if
look,
anybody knows
look,
what the car is,
it's AI because it's a two-door on the passenger side.
it's a two-door on the passenger side. Kim noticed it.
No, I didn't. No, Lester did.
Lester did.
Lester, you get a point for being observant.
Well, Ford could have done that too, just done one side. But yeah, that could very well be a um,
That's a
uh,
Photoshop.
could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen factories do half and half cars before. Like back when they were doing the original Tornado, there's pictures in the where they're doing the clay models and half the car is a Riviera and half the car is a Tornado. So I don't know. Driver's window is only slightly bigger than the wing windows. Yeah. Yeah,
Gearhead,
it's
welcome to the
crazy. That's
stream.
crazy.
57 handyman. I'll look that up.
Yeah, and that's a Mexican spec. Says I could see Ford building this just on one side to save money. Well, yeah, and just as a showpiece, hey, here's what we could do, but man, I don't know. That'd be a lot of work. That's crazy. So that's going away, and that's going away. Let's see what else I have. Oh yeah, that little one. Oh, Kim, what are we looking at? 57 Chevys.
This is a 57 handyman wagon. It's kind of neat.
Well, he says I saw many Ford Pinto in movies and TV shows. In Venezuela, are there a lot of Pinto? Or were there a lot of Pintos, or are they probably all gone now? But just curious. Uh, and Slant Daily Garage is here. Hey Shane, how you doing?
Welcome to the
You'll be
stream.
lurking in the background. Well, we like to
Yeah,
have you
get
there.
some work done. Good job with the transmission.
Don't be welding so loud you can't hear us. Man,
He's a busy guy.
I've been watching your videos. The
He's busy with his day job, and at night he's trying to wrench.
yeah, the transmission build. I watched that. That was pretty interesting. Carpon, I'll send in another one here. Let's see what this is. He says Town and Country. What is it? Lincoln Continental station wagon concept. Is that what that? Oops, where'd it go? Oh, I screwed it up.
Yeah, you're messing up the whole system.
Is that a Lincoln? Or is that a Mercury? 88 Lincoln Continental Town Car Wagon Concept.
Welcome in, Raw Dog.
Mexican Spec, I want your opinion on this one. Sure looks like a Mercury to me, but I don't know because
We're doing the
I'm looking at the windshield
obscure
shape.
wagons.
Yeah, well, obscure stuff's fun, so. Raw Dog, sorry I lost my job and won't get to my fair to see Night Rangers, so this sucks, but I'm doing really good. Well, you know how many times I lost jobs? I think. Oh man, that's when the panic sets in. I lost jobs and I panicked and always had a job with short order. Longest I was ever unemployed until I retired. So is that unemployment? The longest I ever was unemployed was 3 weeks. And I'll tell you what happened. I got really picky about the kind of job I wanted, and I said I was never going to work on cars again. I was looking for another kind of job, and I finally went and worked on cars again. The day I decided I was going to work on cars again, I had a job. So, yeah. Okay, Mexican Spec sent a book of pictures. I'm going to download some of them. I don't know about all of them.
Mexican Spez says, look at the rear angle. That's a town car. Okay. I don't know the specifics, so
Let's see what we're doing here. Well, they got all kinds of stuff. They got all kinds of Lincoln wagons here, like this one. That's definitely a Lincoln, but I bet that's a Yeah, it says render right there. Somebody drew that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still downloading here, so we don't.
It always helps to panic. Yeah, the panic is important. It's a important part. It gets the cortisols or something like that going in your system. It really
Well,
eats your organs up and causes yeah
the one
internal
time,
bleeding and
the one
brain
time
damage.
that it was 3 weeks without working, I was looking for the right kind of job, and finally I went to the guy that used to the first guy I worked for in a shop. Went to him and he goes, "Man, I'm looking for somebody. When can you start?" I said, "Now." He goes, "You know, like, see that Mustang over there? Pull it in." But I was at work. As soon as I said I'd work, he had a job for me, and yeah. Okay, Kim, I'm looking for stuff here. Okay, this is from Mexican Spec. For some reason, they're all out of order,
Well,
but
why'd you
I'll
do
show
that?
them anyway. Uh, okay, Mercury Comet. Oh, look at the taillights are amber. Is that what they are? Are they faded out? I've never seen that before.
Mm,
I was looking for a managerial position. No, you know what I was doing was I was I was working. I was looking for something very specific, nuclear power industry, and it wasn't going to happen. I was going to have to move like to Nebraska or something from California, and I just went, I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go work on cars. Okay, he
Dougster
says
said
they're
he has a.
faded.
Oh, okay. Dougster says his friend. Well, they're in Mexico, so the sun is pretty pounding.
Can you? I don't know. Can you zoom out? Just I'm out as far as I can go.
Yeah, I
For
can zoom
some
out.
reason, we're like, wait, oh, okay, there. Now I can zoom in a little bit, and then we don't crop off the back of the car. But
Good
this
job.
must be one he has for sale. So if you want this, contact Mr. Speck.
Looks like fresh paint.
Two door,
Haven't even put the antenna back in yet.
two door Comet. Yeah, look at that. Looks just like a Falcon Dash, except the insert is different. The insert is the Mercury insert. See, when I was a kid, I didn't understand that. I probably did by the time I was like 9 or 10 years old, but when they first came out, I didn't understand that that whole dash was the same.
And when you see cars this age up here, the interior is always so roached. At least they have
Well,
carpet
you
and
know
a
what?
seat cover on the darn thing here.
In Mexico, they have they still have shops that work and do stuff like upholstery and radiators, and yeah, they got all these skilled people. Here I don't think, like there's three upholstery shops here, and what do? They want to order Chinese upholstery, and one of them will install it, and the other one will hand it to you. You know what kind of?
It's not. It's
That's
not
not an
good.
upholstery shop. That's a. I can do that. Blue Grid. I had a '90 white Woody Town and Country wagon for about a week. I scrapped it because it was T-boned. Oh no! Still have the engine and trans. Look at that. The upholstery's clean. It looks like it was probably redone, but they did it original looking anyway. That's a nice looking car. Yeah, I wonder if Mexican Spec can get new taillights for that because those are faded to say the least. Look at this. Luis says the color yellow '73 Ford Pinto in Family Guy. Doug says also a full size green Ford wagon with Pinto wagon. I don't know what that's about.
It's something from the Blues Brothers.
It's about all about the Blues Brothers.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid old station wagon there.
Oh, the commies were driving a Pinto in the Blues Brothers,
Uh,
says Blue Grid. Thank you, Blue Grid, for clarification.
I didn't know that's where the spare went on that. Or did somebody cut that? Or is that where it went? It could have been there. I don't know. I bet it was there. Oh, there we go. Does that engine look familiar?
Oh, is that a 200?
Well, it's probably a 170. Could be a 144, but
Oh, wow.
but it's the same engine. Yeah, has a different intake, but it's still part of the head. The intake's part of the head. Yeah, if you saw that engine, it just all looked normal to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rodog says, "Do you guys remember the Righteous Brothers? You're gonna be in my town August 21." I remember the Righteous Brothers.
Probably meant they're going to be. Spell check always changes
Uh,
words.
uh, I thought they had a squareback VW. There was a squareback VW. Little Volkswagen station wagon. Squareback is, yeah, you're right. That's what they called them. Did Cadillac make a station wagon prototype? I think what happened with Cadillac was somebody, like Evil Knievel had one, like a 70. We went over that once before in here, so I probably have that picture somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Oh, Rodog sent something. Let's see here. I'm downloading some of his pictures. Oh, yeah, he's got some wagons here. Man, he's got all varied everything, all crazy wagons. And then a picture of some person I'm not going to put up.
Oh, Ari thought the Nazis had a squareback VW
Oh,
instead of a Pinto. Oh, I don't know.
Rodog sent this up, or sent these out. This is a 65 Pontiac, I think. Pontiac Tempest wagon.
You would think Dougster would know, because Dougster's pretty on top of the
Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers movie, so.
Efox says, I'm a Cadillac fan. Well, maybe we'll pull up Evil Knievel's. Oh, look at that. That's a non-Vista Cruiser wagon of the same era. That one's pretty rough, but you could probably make that into a good car again.
Got all the glass.
And
It's
I
not
look
rusty at the
and
bottom.
I look down at the bottom. I don't see big rust holes. The rockers are there. Oh, there you go. What is that? Like a 34 Ford or something? I don't know what that is. That is it just says image 2. Who knows what that is? What year Ford is that? Or is it even a Ford? I think it is. Efug says, we used to have a 68 Squareback and placed second in a show years back. I remember there was a Squareback and the Fastback, basically the same car, but one of them had a top that went all the way back like a wagon. The other, it's a Fastback. It's just, those things were all over the place. It was called a Type 3 Volkswagen. Here we are, the 65 Ford again. This time from the front. That was a country sedan, which is the medium priced one. And I remember those things when they came out. What is that? 30. What's the license plate say? 35, I think. I'm not sure. Harry says, I'd love to have one of those hideous Camry wagons. Not sure what that is. Bluegrass saw a 67 or 68 Mustang wagon made by trimming and grafting a full-size Ford wagon roof. Maximus Max says, could be a ranch wagon, hard to tell from the front. Oh, that last one? It said country sedan on the side of it. Right there on the front fender, it says country sedan, so I assumed it was a country sedan. Yeah, ranch wagons those years looked the same. Ranch wagons were all 4 doors after, 1961 and later, I think. I think they were all 4 doors after 61. Kobo wagon.
Stray bullet, we're not doing Nazi vehicles. No.
No. Although a Kobo wagon is pretty cool. Okay, let's see. We did that. That's a 65 Falcon. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a 34 Ford? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Okay, so back to my email. Got a lot of stuff here. Oh, wow.
What's
Mexican
the
specs. It's going to take me 10
what's
minutes to
the hood
download
ornament
this.
on this car?
I don't know. Yeah, that was a thing for a while, hood ornaments, and they kind of faded out during the late 50s and in 60s they started putting two little hood ornaments, little fender ornaments, and then it all went away. I remember it was a big deal when I was a kid. Every car had a hood ornament. And it was just a thing, you know. Every car had a bird or a woman or something up on the hood. Mexican specs in. I'm downloading, Kim. Maybe you can handle it.
Okay. You skipped a lot of stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm going after it here. There's a lot. There's a lot here.
Sorry guys, it's hard to keep up with the chat. And honestly, my brain is moving at a very difficult pace right now because of lack of sleep. I'm glad to be here. Like I didn't want to miss it or else I would be sleeping. But um yeah, it's tough reading. But I'm glad you guys
Yeah,
are
usually
here. I hope
usually
you're
you're
enjoying yourselves. We're going through pictures.
it's not a
And
36. 36 different. I know what a 36 looks like. So it's either 33, 4, or 5. 32 still had the straight up and down grill. I really don't know which it is. 36 had a very distinctive look. Kim, I know you don't want to work hard. Can you look up 36 Ford?
okay, I can do that. Yeah.
Mostly our old parts like the top three not type 3 notchback. Yeah, I think those are good looking cars. You know
I
what? I
it's
was watching
it's definitely not a 36
no,
because
36 had a really really distinctive looking grill. It was one year. You can put it up there and it was see 36 had that grill. Oh,
yeah, it's got a
and
split
then
down the middle and
and
it's
then it's
got the
got those two little and
nose.
it's got those two little patches on the side. It's the only year they did that. Okay, so Mexican spec sent more stuff. It would be a 1964 Ford wagon. What?
Mexican spec says, just repeat your message over and over again until they read them. Go easy, guys. Go easy.
Mexican spec. Do you have this for sale? That's a pretty clean looking car.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty car.
What's the thing on the
Part of
door? Is that thing just like to keep you from clobbering other cars with the door? I don't know what
yeah,
that is. It's a thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Man. See, I was saying the hood ornaments went away and then they started putting things out on the tips of the fenders. 64 was the last year, and there it is, little fender
That's
tip
kind of
things.
got the hearse sort of
You think so?
windshield roof line. Well, the hearse probably bumps up and
Yeah,
then
it
goes
does.
back further, but it gives me hearse vibes. I don't know why.
That's how they used to be. The rain gutter ran across the front. You know, once aerodynamics really came into it and they're trying to get fuel economy, they got rid of that drip rail up there across the front. Uh, oh, look at the tint on the window. Yeah, that's way they get a ticket here for that. Also, same thing in the front, the side windows in the front.
Would they though? I don't know that they
Oh,
ticket
I
anything
cop and
here.
see that front window like that, and it see red and blue lights. Mine, I worry about. Mine, it has that same curvature, but it's up higher. If I ever get stopped, I'm going to argue with them. I'm going to go look, put the sun visor down, go, it's higher than the sun visor, you know.
Mexican spec says all Mexicans, uh, or Mexicans call all wagons Carrozas or just
Carrozas.
hearses?
Carrozas.
There you go. Is there the association with death with all wagons? Like, how do they differentiate it that it's a funeral vehicle, or or there is it just an understood?
Look at the interior on that 64 Ford. Man.
It's still got the plastic on the carpet. It's
That is,
just
that is,
redone.
look at the seat. I mean, that's just
Yeah, that's fresh. Brand
nothing,
new.
nothing like a Mexican upholstery job. And this one's got the split back seat, so you can put one seat down and you still put long stuff and have a person back there or two people back there.
Most of the old part says that's a 35 model 48.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I knew it wasn't a 36, but it was one of those three. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. Look at this. Man.
Pardon me.
See, I had a 64 Ford. It wasn't a wagon, but that dash just looks, I remember that so well. Well, somebody painted that gold, but that's okay. Almost looks like it's anodized gold.
Does look like anodized gold. But they've got it cleaned up real nice. That's good.
I took a lot of those tanks apart and cleaned them up and reset them because the seams pop on them. So I remember doing a lot of those. That
Oh, we
bolts
took a radiator apart last night with a screwdriver.
Oh yeah, we pried apart a plastic and
That'll
aluminum
be in
radiator.
our next video. He wanted to show what's inside the radiator tank. So we had to take it apart.
Look at that. What is that? A 390 or a 352? Or a
Oh my goodness, I can't take the gun.
427? I don't think it's a 427. But see, that thing bolts on where the thermostat goes. So they're kind of a pain in the ass to get on and off, but I don't know. Oh, look at that. There's something really screwy here. Because originally those cars had a cross-flow radiator, and the radiator didn't have a cap on it. And that's why the surge tank was the highest point in the system. Now, somebody's replaced the radiator with some other radiator that also has a cap. So there's two pressure relief caps. That's crazy.
And the
And they hacked the shroud. See, because that upper hose usually goes way around the shroud on this side over to the side of the crossflow radiator, and so somebody just changed it. Probably works fine, but it's just kind of odd. Yeah, it could be polished. That could be polished brass.
it could be, yeah.
And then this is another one Mexican spec sent. What is this, 73?
Although the engine looks painted.
What is this, a 73, I think?
I would overlook.
I'm not sure.
I would very much overlook the fact that the engine bay is not like a pristine restoration, because the rest of the car looks fantastic. And hardly anybody looks at the engine except, like if you're at a car show with the hood up. And like cleaning up an engine on a car that's done, everything else is done, is like no big deal.
So Mexican spec says.
Oh, redundancy. Yes, stray bullet. You need lots and lots of caps for your radiator system.
Says this car is not on my list anymore. Which one?
I think it's something from way up in the chat.
64 or the...
Not the one we were just looking at. Something else. Somebody was asking about something else.
I think this one's a 73. I remember these things. I almost bought a 73, and I don't know why I didn't buy it.
So this is a 73 country sedan.
Yep.
It also has a 3 on the tree transmission, so it's
this
fun
one does?
to drive.
Oh, oh, that's so strange to see a 3 on the tree on a big old car like this.
Yeah, not many 3 on the tree full-size cars in the U.S. Definitely not a common thing. Full-size cars were almost always automatics.
Oh, and
And
there's
if
the.
you ordered it special, it was a 4-speed. 3 on the tree just wasn't a thing. Maybe in a truck. I had a neighbor who had a 70s,
Okay.
early 80s truck, maybe with a 4 on a, or a 3 on the tree. But
He says the 64 disappeared off the list. So it's gone. This is what Ford used to call DFRS, dual facing rear seats. And that way they could call it a 10-passenger wagon instead of a 9-passenger wagon. And I think it'd be a little tough to get 4 adults back there, but you get 4 kids back there pretty easily. Gear had Ferrari wagons were a weird thing. Didn't even know about it. Most of the old part says that's a polished surge tank. They look so good in the natural color as opposed to painted black. The problem with polished nose usually is when they're soldered together, people slob the solder all over the place. So some of the polishing, you're polishing solder, or you got to lightly sand all that solder off so it's just on the seam and then polish it. I've done it. It's a lot of work. It's really a lot of work.
I am.
But somebody that goes to the trouble to do that, yeah, you don't want to mess it up again. What is this? 351 Windsor with a 3 on the tree. That is really odd car for
I'm going to see if I can find the Ferrari wagon.
a Ferrari. You got to find the Ferrari wagon, huh? Oh, and Ari sent. He was talking about Camry.
That's not real.
What's that?
I
Oh
guess
my
it
God,
kinda
that
is.
yellow thing. Oh, that's ugly.
I guess it is. The 456 GT Ferrari. What is that, a Toyota?
This is what Ari was saying. He liked these. This is goofy looking Toyota Camry wagons. I didn't
It's
know
a
what he
good
was.
vehicle.
I didn't know what he was talking about, and as soon as I saw it, I go, "Oh yeah, one of those." I haven't seen a lot of them. I know I've seen at least a couple. Maybe I've only seen them in pictures. I don't know, but you know the one I really like was the original Honda Accord. They were kind of small, but there was a Honda Accord wagon back in the original days of the Accord. I really liked those things. Man, do we have any pictures of that?
Thank you, Tukey, for being nice. Good night. But
Who's taking off? Oh,
I don't
Tukey.
know. But
Oh,
Tukey, no, I don't need one. There's plenty of younger, more attractive ladies, and they can do that type of thing. Me, this is my exposure. Limit
your
of
exposure.
exposure is that I am here and participating, enjoying time with friends and community. And this is yep, yep. It's all downhill from here. Honestly, this is as good as it gets.
I don't know what an OnlyFans account is. You can explain to me later.
That's where ladies take off their clothes for
Oh.
monthly subscription.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
It's adult themed.
So where is this?
At OnlyFans. Do you really not know what OnlyFans is?
No, I no.
Well, you're such a good man.
Why? Because I'm online looking at all the pictures of cars that I can find instead of.
How have you not? How have you avoided the understanding of this? Wow, a whole new world is gonna.
Just I don't know.
I want to say you have been enlightened, but I think it's the opposite of enlightenment. It's like when you become endarkened. I don't know.
So I always talk about the
We'll talk about it later.
clamshell tailgates. 70,
Yes.
71 through what 76 General Motors full size wagons. Though the top glass went up into the roof and the tailgate went down below somewhere, and they opened up like that, and they called them the clamshell wagons, and they were big, heavy cars. But that's one of them. Let's see if I can find a picture here of one at a better angle than that. What is that one? Yeah, that's what they look like with it closed. And that's what they look like with it open. Is there any in between
This would make a
pictures?
good horror movie, like satirical horror movie
Oh,
vehicle, right? And the car drives up to you like that and then chomps you with the things and it gets you. You fall in and it chomps you. Nom, nom, nom.
Buff is pure. I just don't know where that site is. I just don't know
He's so
about it.
pure, isn't he? This man is chronically online. I do not know. I think that he has known what that is, and
I
now
don't know that site. I
it's
really don't know.
gone.
I don't know that
It
site.
is
Oh, it's
evaporated
evaporated
into the
because I'm old and I'm on the backside of the learning curve.
he's, every day brain cells are just
They evaporate.
gone. More brain cells just
There's just fog around my ears. That's the brain cells evaporating.
evaporating. Yes. But
Mexican.
that's the real reason I got the air conditioning machines. I'm gonna start storing you in a vacuum seal so that you don't deteriorate quickly.
Texas clamshell tailgates suck when you lose your accounting book down in there before school.
That sounds horrible.
You need a paper magnet to go down it and get the stuff out.
Oh man, paper magnet.
Where's the tailgate go? It goes down kind of in front of the bumper and underneath that deck back there. And you see where the spare is. Kim, can you zoom in on that a little bit? The spare is off to the side, and the tailgate kind of goes in under there. And the you can see the track inside. You can see the track for the window is quite sloped compared to the outside of the car, so it goes up in the roof. It was really slick when they came out, but man, those things are heavy. I looked at an Oldsmobile wagon. It was another one of those. Almost bought it. Big old Oldsmobile wagon. It's like probably a '76 or something. Clamshell tailgate, and I was looking for a big wagon. And man, I it was for sale, used car at the Oldsmobile dealer, which is way up at one end of San Luis Obispo. I got on the highway, drove down to the other end of the town, which is not a big town, drove back up, and he used almost a quarter tank of gas. And I said, "Well, that settles that. I'm not gonna buy something that sucks gas like that. It probably weighs 6,000 pounds, maybe more."
How did we get into parts falling off? Blue Grits is a friend of the '67 Monaco wagon. We pulled into the drive-in spot, opened the rear door, and it fell off. Got a lot of laughs on that one. And Mike has a story of his wife drove an '87 Honda Accord hatchback when they were dating. She was driving on a date one night, and her muffler fell off and began dragging on the Mississippi River Bridge. I got under and kicked it off. Mike to the rescue. That's
Man,
how she knew you were husband material.
what it's like, "Hey, Jay, how you doing?" He said I'm looking forward to the live tonight, and he said that last night. I thought, man, we're not doing a live tonight. I wonder if he meant his live, but here he is. So we got it sorted out.
Welcome in.
What was I watching that you did? Oh, you did something really old. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, you did something that was exceptionally old. I think it was an engine. Man, my memory. See, yeah, you're right. My memory isn't any good. Were you going to bring up those Ferrari wagons?
Sure. Look at this poor Ferrari. Okay, if you have a weak stomach, you should shield your eyes. This is a content warning. Ferrari made a wagon.
Oh, God.
Here's an older one. I like this older one. What is that?
That is ugly. Somebody, I can't even imagine somebody did that.
Well,
Now look at the red one over there. The red one almost looks more like a sport coupe or something, a chopped off sport coupe. I wouldn't even call that a
that's not
wagon.
a wagon.
It says wagon, but it's not a wagon.
No, that's not a wagon. This one is a wagon.
That's,
That's a wagon.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a Ferrari, why do you go out and buy that?
Maybe that's
Cunningham V8. Yeah, that could have been it.
maybe
Man,
you
maybe
you've
not.
earned enough. You've bought so many Ferraris, like miles. You know what I mean? Like you've earned a free Ferrari. They're like, and you're like, I have all these Ferraris. What else do I need? And they're like, well, we got this wagon. You're like, well, I got enough points. I don't even have to pay any cash. And they're like, well, for the points that you earned buying these other Ferraris, we'll give you this wagon. Or no, corporate Ferrari purchases. I don't know.
Can
Get
you
one for your wife.
can you while you're looking up
Probably has a honking
While you're
Ferrari.
while you're able to look up right there, can you look up um let's say 79, maybe 80? 79 Civic, or not Civic, what's the other Honda, the Accord, Honda Accord wagon.
What year?
I think let's try 79. I'm not sure what they were. I don't see any wagons.
That's because there isn't one.
Okay, try 80. I mean, that's the body style. It just maybe
Why,
they didn't have
why
the
are we
wagon
doing
in.
that?
Because we're doing wagons, and I think it's a pretty nice looking little wagon. It's just a really slick little wagon.
Well, why weren't you prepared? You should have had
I
pictures
didn't
of
think
it.
of it till we.
No, no, no.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
here's
No, that's a Civic.
okay.
Try 81 or 82 then.
Okay,
Try
we're skipping
82. Could try.
to 82.
Yeah, 2 years. What the hell?
No, there's a Civic.
Where's the Accord wagon? Okay, jump a couple more years. Go to 84.
85. They had all kinds of stupid things.
That's
That one?
not it. Geez, why is this so hard to find? Next and Spec, help me. When did the Accord wagons come out? A couple more years. No, that's an ugly piece of good crap. They had a 82 Accord 4-door, but no wagon. Oh, 1990. He says 1990. Could have been 1990. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, see, I think that's a nice looking little wagon. And I don't know, they didn't make them for very long. But I knew some people out in Arizona had one, and they were still using it as a daily driver just a year or two ago. And it was that body style. Yeah, and Luis says 1990 as well. Stray Bullet says, if they made a brand new CVCC, I would buy it. You know how that works. I don't know if everybody understands how the CVCC works. It meant controlled vortex combustion chamber. It's a little tiny valve and a little tiny combustion chamber had a real that it was a carburetor and a real rich mixture went down into that combustion chamber, and then the regular combustion chamber that was below it had a rather lean mixture. Well, that little tiny combustion chamber would light off and light the lean mixture. So it they were really good for gas mileage. They ran smooth and everything. They were very reliable. And the only problem I had a few of them. I had problems with one of them because it was a used car. It was a $300 car, and it blew a head gasket. When I pulled the head off, somebody had just had water in it. The aluminum was all terrible looking. And you know what? I put a head gasket on it anyway, and it sealed up, and I drove it for a long time. Even with that head all, the deterioration from the water being against the aluminum. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if anybody else does. I think that's a nice looking wagon. It's not like a 50s wagon, but at least it looks good, I think. Man, it's 38 racing here tonight. Oh, geez, somebody built this, or either they built it or photoshopped it. I like this thing, but we're going to have to, and you're going to have to zoom in a bit. See, that's the reason I think it's photoshopped is because that back window, it's not a tailgate, but it's a two-door. Man, it almost looks photoshopped to me. I guess somebody could have done that, but I sort of doubt it. Has that Photoshop look? Mexican Specs is one of those wagons with a stick shift. It's a perfect car. Yeah, and they probably had like a 5-speed in them by 1990. Ah, Vintage is here. You've been working on cleaning up the Impala all day. Luis knows what it is. 59 Impala. Yeah, but they're trying to say it's a 59 Nomad, and the last of the two-door Nomads was 57. But that was, see that back window. What is that? A 61 bubble top window? I don't know. It's not. I'm sure that's a Photoshop, but it looks kind of cool. Oh, buddy Carfano sent in one of these Taurus wagon.
Oh man, there was a zillion of those.
We had a Taurus wagon.
Everyone had one of
We
those.
had a Mercury Sable wagon. We had a Taurus four-door sedan. Then we had another Mercury Sable wagon.
That's a lot of wagons.
And then my former wife liked them, and that's just what she bought. And then she went to buy the next one, and there was no more Mercuries. So driving home, there was a Dodge dealer. She pulled in a Dodge dealer and bought a Dodge wagon. Some little car with it was a wagon from Dodge. What it's like says, I really want a 55 cross country Rambler. I was really impressed at how those drove. Rides better than anything I own. Did that thing smell funny inside? When those things were new, they had a smell inside that's terrible. But if it's reupholstered and it's that old, that smell is probably long gone. They just, new cars had a new car smell, and Ramblers had it hit you like, that doesn't smell good. But my guess is that smell's probably gone. I remember when they were new. Uh, let's see if we can. I think you just did. You just did one where there were three. I just saw a video you did, Jay, where there were three AMCs. I think one of them was a Hudson, maybe two of them were Hudsons, one of them was Rambler, but you had three of them in a driveway, and I think one of them was a 50. I think that's when you drove that 55 cross country Rambler. Louis says it's a 93 Ford Taurus. Yep. You know, I had those. I think my 93 was a Sable, and then we had Taurus and Sables. No, that one didn't smoke at all. It drove great. No, not smoke. The interior, the upholstery had such a strange smell. I strongly disliked it because mostly you get new cars, you smell I don't know what it is, the vinyl or the glue or whatever it is. New cars always smell good inside, and the AMCs back in the 50s and early 60s, this is not a good smell. But I would guess that by this time that upholstery's been redone and the smell is long gone. Yeah, that guy was selling the TL one. I didn't expect him to sell it 15 days after I did the video. I really wanted to buy it, but I would have to move heaven and earth to buy it. Teal
We gotta do something about all these bags of money.
bags of money.
I keep tripping over them. They're
Oh,
everywhere.
bags of money.
All the money that we're making here. YouTube.
People are gonna believe that.
Oh yeah. You
You know,
guys know.
my brother had a friend, and he's about my age, and he saved and saved and invested. He's just one of these guys that was his hobby. My brother says he's over his house, and there's all these big. I don't know if I should even tell this. I won't tell where it is, so it won't matter. I won't give any names. But there's these 5-gallon buckets from Home Depot, those orange buckets, and he goes, those things are all over the house. And he opened one of them up, and they're full of gold coins. All these buckets all over the house, full of gold coins. It's like, his wife drives the most beat up old Taurus wagon. No, it wasn't a Taurus. It was a full size Ford. Like the heck did they call those things? Crown Vic. And I drove that thing one time. It had like death wobble and what a piece of crap. And I'm like, you know, why don't you buy your wife a good car? Yeah. Man. Okay, here we go with another.
Sometimes I say off the wall things, and then he tells stories that I had no idea were coming.
Oh,
Honestly,
God.
I had no idea that story was coming out of you.
Well, I
Wow.
mean, it's just such an odd thing
Yeah, that is.
that somebody has buckets full of
That
gold coins all over their house.
stray bullet. They would be incredibly heavy.
I mean, if somebody broke into that house,
Like honestly, I think that you could only put like that many in a
oh,
5 gallon bucket.
here we go. Can you back that off a little
What
bit?
on earth is this?
This is from,
Oh, it's a combination picture. That's like a landmark kind
you
of
know
one of
who
those
this is. You know
statues.
who this is. This is vintage.
Oh,
That's his car,
I like it.
but I don't know if that's him. Vintage, you're kind of big, carrying a rocket around.
I like your hat. It matches the car.
So, yeah, man, and he's got it partway pulled out of the crate. I've done that before. Hair dryer or heat gun or something, peel all that off there, and then go around and weld every one of those holes up. And oh man, what a pain in the ass! But you know what? It always looked good when I was finished. Vintage says the quality difference between the late '60s and mid '70s Fords is astonishing. That's my car at a landmark in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on Route
On Route
66.
66. Fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like something on Route
The
66.
space cowboy, I guess.
Man, I do like that car. It's got the small bumpers. All mine had the big bumpers. Small bumpers look better. Um, oh man, I've got a picture here of a wagon that I really like. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe I can find it. Maybe I won't be able to find it. Uh, Ford. Oh,
Patrick Sullivan, thank you very much for the super chat.
oh, super chat.
Wait
Okay,
for it.
where's our you get the drone. Uh-oh, we can't see the drone very well.
When are we gonna get the flashy lights in here?
Oh, I don't know, Kim, we recorded. I was hoping I'd get that file from you.
It's on me now. I don't even know when that was.
So are you going to dance or anything or just like dance in place? But thank you, Patrick Sullivan. In the shop, she'll get up, do a dance, and I flash the Studebaker lights. But I don't have those here. So I plan to take mine fully out of the crate, get into doing body work on it. Man, my last one, I took it out of the crate and then painted it black. Actually, I had a friend of mine do the black, and he finished it so nice, black, and then clear coated it. That car was so straight. He did a really good job on it. So I'm finding dumb stuff, and I'm looking for stuff that isn't dumb stuff. What the heck was I looking for? There you go. You like 1-ton dualies?
Yeah.
It's a 72 Ford Country Squire with the painted on crate. That's not the one I was looking for. I'm not even sure I remember.
I
what
mean,
I was looking for now.
I'm gonna be okay with this conversion.
I mean, that's a nice. The car looks really good. I don't really like the suspension on it, but I like the wood job they did on it.
I mean, I guess at that point, then you could put a great big hitch on it and tow your yacht. I don't know, horse trailer, whatever. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. Mike says he does not endorse allowing your wife to drive a dangerous poop box as a means to get out of the marriage.
It's just this guy. His wife is a sweetheart, and this guy's
Okay.
this guy's just like he's not going to buy her a car. You know, go like buy her a car. Take one of those buckets of gold coins and go buy her a new Rolls Royce or something.
The dynamics of other people's lives are
I know it's
often
just
very interesting.
It's just it was
not what you would expect.
It was I wouldn't let you drive that car into town. It was that bad.
I know you'd make me fix it.
No, we'd fix it. It's not that. It's you just. You wouldn't drive something like that.
You made me drive that Jeep with no air conditioning. It was really
Oh,
hot
jeez.
today. Really hot.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't tell stories like that.
Really hot. No. We're gonna fix the air conditioning in one of these vehicles.
Well, I can't find the pictures I'm looking for, but in the meantime, yeah, this is basically what I had, but that isn't mine. Mine were black, almost
Vintage
always
Adventure's
black.
gonna take it fully out of the crate. No, you got to leave it in the box. It's worth more. I don't know. You could do whatever you like. It's your car. You should fully enjoy it to its fullest extent. It amazes me that people who buy cars so that they can store them and keep them and just have them sit and then eventually sell it to somebody else. You know, I don't know. I don't know.
Now there's a rare one.
What's
There were some without the portholes, and there's one without the portholes.
It says 1978 on the
I
rear bumper
never,
plate.
I never. Um, what is this? What did you say? She's not wrong, Buff. What did I do? I don't know what I did because I was looking at what I was doing. You said something, but anyway, there are a few of these. Oh, we got ads. There are a few of these without windows. I don't know. I can't find the picture I was looking for. I don't even remember what it was now.
Luis is about to eat a McRib from McDonald's, French fries, and a Coca-Cola for dinner. All right. Well, McDonald's will be happy to hear that you're running an advertisement for them. Touche. Oh,
Is that a wagon? I didn't even know they made wagons.
Who is this?
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Oh yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. That looks more like a rendering than a photograph.
I think it's
But-
something new.
But
Made in India, Jaguar.
okay.
I don't know.
Mexican Spec says, Buddy sent you a Cadillac, and I sent you another Mexican car.
Okay.
So there's more coming, folks.
I know. I was looking through my stuff.
Oh, cut that out. I never brought up the Saabs. I'm sorry. Someone suggested the Saabs, and I found those pictures, so I'm bringing up the Saab while you have a moment here. Nope.
What
back
is
to the
this?
Honda.
Oh, you know what this is?
Oh, that's the Brady Bunch. That's cool.
Marsha.
Well, first we're going to bring up the Saabs.
Oh, okay. You're right.
This Saab 95, that's really unusual. Wow.
Yeah, I remember those. I kind of like those.
That's wild.
I liked them, especially the early ones that had the two-stroke engines. They had a 3-cylinder two-stroke.
Oh, that would probably
Ring, ding, ding, ding,
scream.
ding, ding, ding. Oh yeah, they weren't fast, but they weren't a very big engine. And then they put the V4 Fords in them.
There's a lot. Where's Olive? Doesn't Olive like Saabs?
Well, she likes Volvos, which is same country, but she might like Saabs too. I don't know. Yeah, she's not. I haven't seen her tonight.
Well, she's usually here every week. I hope she's well. She probably just has something to do for a change. There's a station wagon there. Check that out. Let's see.
71 Saab 95. Yeah, I like that. Kind of like those old
Pretty cool.
Saabs. Look at that, the 7095. That red one up there has a door that opens backwards. I think that's a two-cycle one.
Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, Saab's been making wagons for a long time.
And not anymore. They're done.
What do you mean?
Didn't GM just sort of do them in? They sold them to somebody, Chinese or something. They just went away. I don't know.
Man, I was not aware of that. We'll have to.
The company, Saab got divided into a couple of different companies. Their aeronautical stuff's still going, but that's became a different company. It's not a car company.
Right. Okay, I will go back to your pictures because we did my pictures.
Okay. This is, and that chrome is running really. Oh, I bet that was a crash. Oh yeah, it's a fender bender.
There was probably a
Carol
Carol's fender bender.
Carol had a fender bender. Yeah, they always had Chrysler products, didn't they? Saab still makes airplanes. Yeah, but the company had divided up. It's not even. Yeah, it was the same company at one time, but the automobiles and the aircraft were separate for a long time, and then the car portion of it was sold to GM, and then somebody else. I don't know what all happened to it. Became just a General Motors car that they put the key down between the seats, so it'd be like a sub. Okay, I'll get the Mexican specs after this one. Buddy Carfano sent this. Oh, Kim's gonna like this.
Right.
A '66 Dart wagon. Look at the wheels on that. Those wheels look good on that car.
They do, and the paint job looks really nice too.
Look at how they ran the two-tone along the front where those little
Pinstripe
scallops.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of different looking.
Okay, so I think what they should have done, they should have done the pin along the scallop.
Yeah,
That would have been cool.
yeah, across the bottom, so the bottom would have been white as well.
No, right.
Oh,
Like at the first,
oh, make it just whoop around like this or something.
yeah, and then brought it back and then went around again. That would be.
But
neat.
that's what they did.
No,
Yeah,
I'm looking at it because
Yep.
I'm getting ideas.
yeah. I don't really like the way they ran that pinstripe, but yeah, it's a Dart wagon.
I don't dislike it. I see opportunity there. That would be cool.
It says for sale, sold.
Dang, missed it.
Now I've got to go to Mexican specs. Oh man, there's so much stuff coming in. Okay, let's see here. I'll go to Mexican specs. Mexican specs got, this is not a Pinto. I thought it was at first, but it's not.
Carol looks like cousin Oliver in that photo. Well, she was probably a little
Oh.
shell shocked from her accident.
Let me see what they're talking about. Oops, not that one. I don't know where it is.
Lost it.
I lost it. Okay, this one I gotta, what the heck? Oh, what did I do here? What got jacked up?
I don't think you're going to hell for making comments about how much people looked in
What?
sitcoms from the '70s, Mike. I think it's fair game at this point.
Carol always looked
No
nice. She
worries.
was she
No
was a lot
worries.
older than me, but she's a nice looking woman. Okay, let's see here. Mexican spec sent this. Datsun 510 Mexican style, which I think does, if I'm right, if it is a Mexican spec car, meaning it actually was from Mexico, not an American import.
Okay.
It's because the 510 had independent rear suspension, but in Mexico they had leaf springs. And they also didn't have the overhead cam engine. They had a pushrod engine. So I kind of like the Mexican ones because they're so much simpler. Let me see which one this is. And he might. Man, everything looks like a 510 until you open the hood. Or unless you look under the rear. I don't know if he's got pictures of all that or not. Oh yeah, it's a pushrod engine. It's a Mexican car. That's pretty cool because all the 510s up here had the overhead cam engine, which means this one probably also has the solid rear axle with leaf springs. Yeah, I like this. It says 74 510. It's very clean. Oh, Stray Bullet says none of the station wagons had independent rear suspension. I didn't know that. So, yeah, so this one's going to have obviously the leaf springs, but in Mexico they had this engine. I always liked these engines because I never had one. I had a couple of them, they never failed, and the overhead cam ones would blow head gaskets sometimes, and the oil comes flowing into the radiator, and I fixed a lot of those where oil came into the radiator from the overhead cam engines. Luis says, I have a 73 Datsun 240Z. Really? That's a rare car up here. I don't know if it is there. And they're pretty nice. Robbie, like Who's Robbie? I'm trying to remember. Kim, are you there?
Right here.
Straight bullet, overhead cam, always blue head gaskets. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I said because I had so many of them in the radiator shop. Somebody come in with an overheating problem. I open up the radiator cap, which on the normal 510, the radiator cap wasn't like this. It was right on the tank. You'd open it up and just be all full of oil, and you go, ugh. Oh, and it just looked like thick, dark engine oil. Like it was so obvious. You go, oh yeah, you got problems here.
the battery's bigger than the motor. That is a large battery. I think it's the camera perspective. That's going to be my guess.
Wide angle.
Maybe.
79 Mercury Zephyr. This is from Buddy Carafano. Yeah, Mexican Spec can get those, but they say Fairmont on them, but they look like Zephyrs down there. Yeah, those are. I had one of those, but it didn't have wood. It was light blue. And I stole the V8 and the automatic out of it to put in a Mustang, and I pulled a Pinto engine, 2300 and a 4-speed out of the Mustang, and it was sitting around, and this blue Zephyr was sitting around, and I had a friend that needed a car, so I stuck the 4-cylinder and a 4-speed in the Zephyr wagon and gave it to him. Said, "Here, just use this for a while," and they drove it for quite a while. That wagon with a Pinto 4-cylinder in it got him around.
Mexican Spec asks, why doesn't that have the vents on the fender?
It does.
It looks like it does to me.
I can't zoom that in.
It does. It does. They probably
Yeah, it
have,
sure does.
They probably don't have the resolution that we are looking
Well, that's
at.
what I'm saying. Zoom in on it a little bit.
Well, I don't know if that will help.
Well, it might.
I can't zoom in it anymore. That's as far as I
Oh,
can go.
okay. So she can't fix that.
Stray Bullet says the little overhead valve engines were pretty gutless. He thinks they only had around 70 horsepower. Yeah,
You know,
that makes sense.
I had some of those engines in one car I drove for a long time, Datsun 1200. It was fine. I mean, yeah, you're not going to win any races
It
with
was
it,
not a race car.
but it drove the car around just fine. Didn't use a lot of gas. And at the time, it filled the needs. Oh wow, 1949 Ford wagon. See, in 1956, my mother wanted my father to buy a new wagon. And my father's like, nah, they're made out of wood. I'm not buying a wooden car, you know? And my mother was trying to tell him, no, they're not wood anymore. This is in 56. And the last wooden one was in 51. So my father didn't pay attention to cars a lot. And she took him down to the Ford dealer, and they bought a Ford wagon that day. It's a day I remember. I was 2. I was almost 3 years old, but I remember that car really well.
Wow.
I remember getting it.
He remembers cars.
Oh, if it has to do with cars, I remember it. Buddy Carpano has another one here. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Buddy, where'd you ever find this? It's a 60 Cadillac wagon. Somebody must have built that. It's a 4-door hardtop, no pillar. Man. What's this that Dean Stevens is saying? I don't know. It's like a whole bunch of stuff. Metricated. I don't know. I can't. I'm not going to read all that. But Kim, can you make sense out of that?
They revved way beyond the levels of the BMCBs.
Oh, it was kind of a copy of a British engine. Metricated. Metricated from the whatever they were, Whitworth or whatever they were in England. Yeah, I forgot about that. They were
Olive is here.
Olive is here.
We were just talking
Ah,
about
you just
you.
wondering if you were here because we were showing Swedish cars.
Yeah, I was looking at
She was
Saabs,
looking at the old Saab
and then
three-cylinder wagons.
he reminded me that you're not a Saab aficionado. You like what's the other one?
Don't read it, Buff Del Campo. No, I couldn't really make sense out of it. And then when I kind of glanced over it, I think I understood what you were talking about. That it was yeah, was Whitworth, then JIS. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I remember those engines were very, very similar to the British engines. But there was nothing wrong with those things. I don't know. I just like those little pushrod Nissan engines. So there we have a 62 Dodge wagon.
Yeah.
That was the first year for the B body, and it really took the place of the big cars. And because the thought was everybody was going to smaller cars, but they didn't. So that was the Dart. And the next year, the Dart became the small car, and the Polara became the big car. I think that's what they did.
This car looks wild.
What's that? That?
I mean, it's just not. Wow.
Why?
It's really special.
You think so?
Like there's styling elements all over the place.
It's really odd. Yeah, what I don't like about those is the way the back window, that slab right under the back window. I never really liked the way they did that. But the front of the car, I like 62s. That's one of those things you either love it or hate it. 62 Dodge, and I kind of liked it, but
Like I really like the grill. It should be wider and have the other
the
headlights in
other
it.
headlight in there.
Like
Yo,
why'd they
they
stick them
when they
out there?
first
Like
came out, I thought, those are
some kind of
slanted. Those
it's
are
got like
slanted the wrong
alien
way.
eyeballs going on and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
thought they
that.
were slanted the wrong way when they first came out. Within a year or two, I was really liking it. I don't know why.
Which ones are slanted the wrong way?
Well, the headlights, instead of being like all the Chryslers were like this and the Lincolns were like this, and this one was slanted this way. It looked backwards to me when they first came out. The
Mm,
headlights weren't canted the right direction, but I don't know. The Dodge heads, they're dared to be strange.
yeah. I mean, I like that they were trying new things, but I don't think they quite figured it out.
And then Buddy Carfano had to send it in. Somebody's going to send it in. Look at that. They wrapped the windows around like the way your
They stole the
Bronco
windows off
2s
the
are.
Bronco too.
I think it was the other way around.
Oh,
This was before that.
okay.
So somebody, at least this isn't a big old four-door Corvette wagon. Oh, Lester says he thinks the Plymouth version looked better. Yeah, I don't know. They're both okay. The Plymouth didn't have the canted headlights. Uh, Man, Buddy Carfano sent in a lot. I don't know if I'm going to get to all these. Oh yeah, he sent in a Sable wagon. I had one of these, just exactly like, well, it was green.
Yes, that is a sable wagon.
It was green, and that center light in the middle that lights up, I took that all apart and I put amber bulbs in there. I really liked it because I could see that thing coming. My wife at the time be coming the other way. I was like, that's my car, because that whole center was amber instead of white.
They put the wings on backwards. Yeah. Honestly, it looks like a child was just like,
Oh, that
ah, yeah.
Dodge,
Like the design was doing, they were doing
that thing.
a lot of things on one,
It
on one,
is a really odd looking car.
yeah. They're doing too many different things in one design.
That was the end of
It's got them
what was his name? Was that legal? Was what legal? Oh, what do we do?
putting the wings on backwards. Mighty crescent wrench. Child rearing hips on that vet.
Kim's really into that dart. I don't think so. I think she's like,
Oh no,
it's
just a mistake.
it's a mistake. It's a mind mess.
Like they could have made that grill so cool if it was a little bit wider, or they made something that was in the same shape. Like the instead of putting those, they could have done so much different, and but instead they did this.
Who's the guy? I can't think of his name right now. Why can't names come up? The guy that did all the fins and the Ford look for Chrysler. Somebody's going to get points here.
Okay.
Because I'm too stupid to remember it. All the brain cells went away.
Stray Bullet says it's hard to believe that design got approved. I mean.
Well, the guy that was doing the proving designed it.
It looks like he was doing some drugs.
How drunk was the? He used to call him. What do you call him? Plucked chickens. He ended up having a heart attack. The Chrysler fired him. Yeah, Virgil Exner. You got it.
Like what happened this day?
Exner, yeah. So you got people here getting points, Kim, going like crazy.
Virgil. Okay, all the people who said Exner, you all get. We'll give you 2 points each.
I think this was the end of the Exner run, or right after. I think this was it.
He was just desperate. He was like, throw some fins on there and put some headlights down in the sides and then a lot of cool chrome in the center. Like he had some good ideas, but I don't think they all go on that same car. They're just not cohesive.
Maybe it was designed by a committee right after.
Oh,
after
they just messed. They did some stuff wrong. Mistakes were made. You know.
Well, I know that
guy.
For my friend Vern out there in California, the guy that's the Kaiser Fraser guy. His father by then had moved from Kaiser Fraser over to Chrysler dealer because Kaiser Fraser was done. And he said, man, when those like 61 and 62 Chrysler products came out, he goes, dealers were bailing. They didn't even want them because they were so ugly. You look up a 61. Oh, what's that? You look up a 61. It's probably any Chrysler product, Plymouth, Dodge, whatever. The backwards fins and all that stuff.
Here we go. It vaguely reminds me of the Homer Simpson car, right?
Oh, Jesus.
He just tacks on all this dumb stuff. I remember it being even uglier than it is in this.
Look up 62 Plymouth, what's the full-size Plymouth in 62? Can't think of the name of that thing. Fury, maybe? 62 Plymouth Fury?
I'll look it up.
It's a wonder Chrysler survived. Chrysler's been through several of those periods, and I think they're in one right now. If any of you watched Uncle Tony's rant last night, his video yesterday was one of his rants. Not that one. Now it must be 61. 61. Yeah, look at the front of that thing.
It looks like the back of a car.
Okay, you're going to have to put it up, though. Yeah, to me, that's the same period of time from Chrysler. It's like, what the hell was that all about?
They didn't quite have it.
That's awful.
They didn't quite have it put to, like... No. Like, that hood is super cool, but...
Look at the grill and those...
The grill is cool, too, but, like, then they did the wings, and maybe they look like rear wings.
Something isn't right.
They just, like, stuffed too many things. They're like, how do we get wings on this? It's like, maybe we're done, maybe we don't need wings. No, we definitely need some wings on there, too. Like, and some headlights, some special headlight trim. Like, well, shouldn't the headlights just be part of the grill? No, we definitely need some more of this. You know, it's like, and a bumper. A bumper needs to have goopy loops. Like, do you?
Yeah, 60 really? Wasn't terrible. 60 was kind of funny because 57 they had the big fins. 58 same big fins, but taillight's different. 59 they had different fins. And then 60 the fins kind of looked like they did in 57 again. Well, see, in 57, the advertising said, suddenly it's 1960. That was their advertising, that they'd moved ahead 4 years, and it's 1957, but it's 1960 now with our fins. Well, then 60 Plymouths came out, and the joke was suddenly it's 1957 because they kind of look like 57s again. And then 61 they did this. Yeah, I don't know.
Imagine finding body parts for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're gonna
won't. No.
you're gonna be buying steel and see what your welding and finishing skills are like. What's another one that was the
I really like the grill and the hood though.
I don't like that grill at all. It looks like it's like what the heck? It's like it's like
Just the grill and the
I don't
hood. I
I
like
guess.
the forward sort of thing. You don't see that. But the headlights are wrong. The fins are I don't know. There's like so much potential, but just like
You don't want them to run into you and then imprint that on the back of your car.
no. After Exner's heart attack, well, maybe they gave him a lot of morphine or something.
Time traveling Plymouths. Yeah, and then Louisa, he liked Plymouth Furies. I just don't like that particular Plymouth Fury. If you look up a 60
Mm-hmm.
Plymouth Fury, like Jay was talking about, um, it would be yeah, see the green one there with the oh, I didn't mean that one. I meant with that one. Yeah. I think that's I don't like the fender skirt, but other than that I kind of like it.
Wow, that is a really
That's
retro car design.
1960.
Retro
The
futurism
rudders.
happening there.
Rudders on it, let's make car go straight.
Yeah, that's a completely different car. Wow.
They could have put a wing between them and then it would have worked. But nobody was doing wings then.
Transitional period in automotive design. We're at 2 hours and I have that this is now officially more streaming time than I have sleep.
So what are we gonna do? We gonna talk about what we're doing next week?
Let's make sure we get through that before I pass the days before I collapse.
Buddy Carfon sent this
My
into
mom had one of those.
Buick. What? She had one of those?
Oh, that's not a Buick. Oh, that's a Buick, but my mom had
What the
a
Chevrolet
Chevy
look?
Caprice.
Yeah, those are big tanks, but they're pretty nice. They're pretty nice.
305. Very, very utilitarian. Not so good in the snow, though. Mexican specs and more cars. He wants you to keep going.
Let me scroll up.
He doesn't want you to give up.
It's Ford wagon and Dodge wagon. Let's see here.
Oh, there's the Ford wagon. So we talked about it a couple weeks ago, and we came up with a few ideas. And the one that we have after station wagons is Mom's car when I was a kid, or maybe just the family car, right?
Mexican Spec sent me another book. Okay, go ahead.
Or maybe it doesn't have to be that, but just like something during your formative years, what did you get hauled around in? Like what was normal for you as a kid? What did you get driven to school in or to soccer practice or whatever you were doing as a kid? I don't know. Do I need to be? Tabo says that'll teach me to be 2 hours late. Seeing that on the screen. Yeah, it's pretty wild stuff, Tabo.
You were here early, Tavo. Did you leave for a while?
Probably had to. No, was Tabo?
Let's
I don't
see
know.
here.
Is anybody good with that? Is that like, can I get like a second? Like, yes, Kim, let's do that. If we do that, will anybody send in pictures and discuss it and show up for the stream? Or is that like no, I don't want to do that. I have no memories of my childhood, and I do not care to discuss what other people's experience was like.
Had to walk to school, and yeah, I walked all
Were
the
you
time.
barefoot, and was it uphill in both directions, Stray Bullet?
I always walked to school, walked home, and if it was raining, once in a while, one of the neighbors would come up and pick up her kids, and she had a 1940 Hudson that had old stinky blankets over the seats and kind of smelled bad in that car, and it 3-speed on the tree, and she'd drive up there, and I rode in that Hudson a few times on rainy days. It'd be all steamy in there, and she could hardly keep the windows clean. But that was like 23 or 24-year-old car then, which seemed at the time to me like it was something from the ancient times. Nobody had cars that old, but she did. She drove that 40 Hudson around, big old brown Hudson. Okay, Mexican Spec sent these, but we got to zoom out a little, Kim, because you're like way zoomed in, I think.
Zoom in, Kim.
Oh,
Zoom
okay,
out, Kim.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
Okay, there. Just
never
leave
good
it. Just
enough.
leave it. Just leave it. I can deal with it from there. So Mexican Spec sent this. See, it's a Fairmont wagon, but it's got the Mercury Zephyr front fenders with the little vents on it, because that's what they did there. And then I'm going to start
If
picking
you
through
were
these
looking
pictures.
for an SUV, something to tote the kids around, but that you could maintain yourself and own for indefinitely, that would be a heck of a car.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This would be great. Hey, look
Easy
at
to
that.
easy to service and maintenance and stuff like that. What motor's in this one? Did we find out yet?
We're gonna find out.
Oh,
I
look,
bet
the
it's a three.
interior looks really nicely
And that's the
redone.
and that's the color I like. The first thing that happened with that is I'd have that steering wheel cover off there, but I don't like those. But that's just my
The
opinion.
controls are simple. Looks,
Oh, it's a man. Look at that. It's a 3-speed.
on the float. That's all you need is 3 speed. How many
Uh-oh,
speeds do you
uh-oh,
need?
uh-oh, I went to the
Oh, that's
wrong
a
car.
Dodge,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't go to I was still looking at this car. Yeah, look at that. It's got a clutch.
What do you think engine? It probably has
Yeah, Mexican Spec. Did I
that
miss?
probably has that same
I maybe missed the
200 like
engine.
your car.
Did I not grab?
It might not have been there.
Well, he's usually pretty good about.
He says it's a Mexican 302.
It does not have a picture of the engine. Okay, that's all right. So it's a 302 with a 3-speed on the floor. Nothing wrong with that. I'd
Mexican
like that.
302 is a good motor.
Oh, and Danny Boyd's here.
With a 3 speed is more than enough. If you got a V8, a 3 speed is more than enough gears to get you around town.
And see, this one has the Fairmont type headlights instead of like mine has the Mercury type with the 4 smaller rectangular headlights.
Oh, I see.
And this has the big, looks like a TV tube. Yeah, I had Fairmonts that had that front end too.
You don't see a lot of manual wagons in the U.S. markets. They were
The-
all automatics.
The ones with the 4 cylinders, I don't know if the wagons ever had, but Fairmonts with the 4 cylinders had a 4-speed in them. I've never seen a 3-speed in a
It was
Fairmont.
Mexico.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, that's fine. And if you wanted a 4-speed, it'd be an easy fix. Okay, then we move on to the next one he has here. He just says Dodge wagon. I guess it's a Dodge Dart. Yeah, Dodge Dart, Town and Country in Mexico. I do like
that's
the
an
wheels.
Aspen.
I do like the wheels and
Aspen
tires.
Volare wagon. What's the front look like?
Yeah, but I think they call it a Dart there.
Yeah, that's a Volare front end.
Somebody put tape over the headlights like they're going to race it, big wide tires and a scoop on the hood. So it's a little bit,
Muscary.
I still like it. I mean, it has a nice stance to it.
He says even the original AM radio is in place. Nobody has touched this car. Mexican Spec actually it's even better than nobody has touched it. That interior has definitely been redone. Which on a car that old,
Look at
that's definitely an asset. Nobody is all going gaga for
I don't think that,
antique interior.
I don't think that back seat's been redone.
No, not this one. The other car.
Oh, okay.
This one does look like older, and it's
I like sitting in these and driving them.
used interior.
And then right where the shifter goes, there's a wrench.
There's a wrench. Wait a minute. Where is the shifter?
It looks like it's right up. See, it's blocking the view of the speedometer.
Oh, I see it now. It's automatic on the column.
On Barracuda's here.
And it's a V8. It's probably like a 318 or something like that. It's got air conditioning. It's in an as found condition.
Yeah,
but also has the
it's not.
performance Edelbrock.
It's dirty, but it's not rusty under there. It's
Yeah.
going to be a clean job, not a welding new panels
A
job.
little bit of spray paint, and it'll be just like new. Just like new.
There's still more pictures.
Those cars are still easy to work on. It didn't have, you don't see a lot of fancy electronics or anything in the way. Like it's just a
Oh,
318 engine.
and then there's another one.
Oh, it's a Diplomat wagon. Diplomat?
I don't know what they call that there. Mexican spec. It could be a Dart, could be a Diplomat. I don't know what they called it.
If you're looking for a Mexican spec wagon, these are the offerings. Talk to Mexican spec. And yeah, these are some pretty good choices. That looks like low mileage.
Look at that 200 kilometer speedometer. And my speedometer goes to 200.
Dang.
Have I ever seen a 3 on the tree in a Fairmont? I have not. See, it calls that an 81 Dart.
In the U.S. market, there were no darts in 81.
So you could have, what's it say up there? Mexico Cross something.
Chrysler, and it says
Wow.
classic here.
That'd be really cool to drive one. It actually says Mexico on it.
The back of this car is really unusual. I guess because I've never
Did
seen
we have wagons? Did we ever have
I
wagons
never
like
saw a
that?
wagon in this body style.
What does Dean Stevens have? Then Canuncle Blanger? What? Yeah, it's
Knucklebanger.
just over 120 miles an hour. Let's see here. And then Tavo sent in something. Let's see what Tavo sent in.
The Dart was a Diplomat, Volare, Aspen, and many more. Yeah, they dropped the Dart name in like 76 here, and then the with the new FJM chassis, they went with the Diplomat, Volare, Aspen. I think they had a New Yorker or a Fifth Avenue or something like that was on that chassis. I don't know. One of them went to front wheel drive, but the others were all still rear wheel drive.
That actually says Fairmont on it, but Tavo says it's a rear of a 79 through 88 Falcon in Australia. Just comparing that with the Mexican spec Fairmont. Do you have any pictures of the sides of the front of this thing? Because that looks like it looks different. I mean, completely different. I wonder if it is. Yeah, I still want a Mexican speedometer for my car.
You can't afford it right now.
I know I can't afford anything. I'll be happy when I have air conditioning in the
Air
cars.
conditioning.
In the cars driving.
We spent all our money on air conditioning.
She
We
spent
still
all
can't
her
make
money
it
on
work.
my air
And
conditioning.
my air conditioning
She
refrigerant lines
just
didn't show up today.
She just kept going crazy trying to make my air conditioning work, and it's like, yeah.
If I can make yours work, though, I can also fix the Jeep. That'll
Jeep,
be good.
and the Jeep's full. I mean, it works. It's just the compressor isn't enough compress. It just doesn't do the job.
The compressor is seized. It's not even not enough. It's just bad.
Okay,
now.
back when I was in Maryland,
Yeah,
it just didn't compress enough.
It sat for 2 years and now it doesn't do anything.
Compress at all. Josh is here. Good evening, Josh Holman. And everybody's showing up right about when we're about ready to call it.
Welcome in. Well, yeah, we're gonna kind of call it short eventually here because I did not get much sleep.
We worked all night. Then Kim slept an hour or so and had a doctor's appointment. Had to leave, and she was up most of the day.
We didn't work. What did
we do? Oh, we did videos last night. Okay,
video.
We were busy all night in the shop. Doesn't matter what we were doing. So then you slept for an hour or so, you went to the doctor, you got done with all that, you came back, slept for another hour or two maybe, and then we're here. So yeah, you have more room for a license plate as well. Oh, from the
Ooh.
Australian ones that are wider license plates. That is just right now that's a different looking car. I want to see if he's got Towel. You have more pictures of that, or maybe we can look at it. No, I didn't see that. On what channel? What is this? Danny Boyd, Mexico. Did you see that video? Visiting Brazil's largest custom show. Bumpside Bronco. Okay, I don't know about that. Dean Stevenson with Goldie Haws. Was that Hans? Lift needs to buy Kim a compressor for the Jeep.
I don't think that'll be terribly expensive. First I have to get the recovery machine so we can suck the Freon out of there, and then I can pull the compressor off. I don't want to waste that Freon because we got other systems that need it. So I'll pull it out
She's
of there.
got that machine. She can save refrigerant now.
Pretty neat stuff. I think it's gonna work.
And you fixed the machine. I couldn't believe that worked. Kim went into the board level, replaced a component, and it worked. Okay,
I don't want to charge up the machine because you got to give the machine an initial charge. I don't want to charge the machine and then have it fry and waste it. But I guess that's the cost of taking chances.
Kim, I'm looking through stuff here.
Are you?
Okay, we're looking at wagons. Did this come up?
All of us been sleeping odd hours between avoiding the heat and the cicadas. The heat will definitely do that, although yeah, the heat will definitely we have a tendency to do stuff in the shop late at night, and we get started later and later and later, and then suddenly like we're working and it's like sunup before we're done.
Oh, which one did I miss?
I don't know.
Well,
it is good though that we're up there, because even with the air conditioning running during the day, it gets a little too hot in that building. So,
Buddy Carfano, I want to see it show
this is cute.
The Cadillac Nomad, and I'm looking. Did you send that? Because I don't see it here. Oh, here we go. Here he's Tavo sent more pictures of this, and that one I have up there. So who knows what that is?
Dean is giving
Borgward. You're right. Mexican Spec says it's a Borgward.
Really?
Yeah, those are. They sold quite a few of them in the U.S. in the late 50s. I remember my father kind of looking at them a little bit, but I'm glad he didn't buy one of those. It's like, where would you? I didn't even know if there was a dealer.
It looks like it's a heck of a small car. Those people in the back are sitting.
It's a German car. There's somebody, grandson or somebody, Borgward, trying to bring it back, and got a bunch of pictures online. Okay, so Tavo sent in another picture of that one that was from the back, the Falcon wagon. Oh yeah, that's a completely different body, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's an interesting car. Completely different. And looking at it from the back, I didn't understand that the taillights wrapped around like that.
Oh. That person is stuck in the back seat. Yeah, they're not getting out of there unless they're released. Hostage.
See, Barracuda. A friend of mine had a Falcon wagon like that, 302 Windsor, I think. What's this about a De Tomaso Mangusta? Man, do I like Mangustas. I think that's one of the nicest cars ever made. I'm sure I have pictures of one. Now Kim's gone. I can't. I shouldn't really be looking around. Uh, yeah, there you go. It's not a wagon, but somebody's asking about De Tomaso Mangusta. I had a customer used to bring me his Mangusta. I got to drive it a few times. Actually, kind of a crude car, but I liked them. I really liked them.
That's not a station wagon.
I know it's not
That's
a wagon,
De Tomaso
and that would
Mangusta.
and that would look terrible as a wagon.
That's
But
a baby.
somebody brought up. I saw Mangusta up there. I had to bring it up.
De Tomaso Mangusta. Did
They make a Mangusta
They
wagon?
did. They made a
Who's
station
they?
wagon.
Who's they? Somebody with duct tape and cardboard. Yeah, it looks anyway. The Pantera is a much better car. Pantera, you drive a Pantera, it feels stiff and nice, and it just handles well. This thing's a little, I don't know. It's just such a head trip to drive it. It doesn't matter. It's not as, it's not as nice as the Pantera, but I think it looks way better. What the hell is this? Oh, I don't want to show that.
What are you doing looking for pictures?
I'm looking at my pictures. We showed everybody else's pictures. What is this thing? I can't even figure out what that is.
It's a wagon for carrying your 351. That's right. It's an engine stand with wheels.
Yeah, but this has a 302. The Mangusta had a 302. The Pantera had a 351.
Wow.
This had a Hewland 5-speed and a 302 Ford, and the Pantera had a ZF 5-speed and a 351 Cleveland.
Dean says it only sounds great if you say to Tommaso Mangusta in the Swedish chef language. So you'll. No, that doesn't work. Meep.
When we're doing wagons, we can do ugly wagons. There's a rare wagon. They only made about 900 of those. Two-door Edsel 58.
Mexican Sex says, Kim, we agreed to show old family cars next week. It was seconded and thirded. Yeah, Thank you, Mexican Spec.
Yeah, that's what we've got.
We were going to do it anyways. It's already on the list. See? We wrote it down.
So, you were talking about what cars today would I like to have, like if I had a family to haul a couple of kids around? Or were you talking about the old days?
For next week?
No.
Just in general?
Yeah.
I was just mentioning that wagon that Mexican Spec was showing us. That would be a good, like, soccer mom haul around, or just if you needed a wagon to drive around.
I was going to say what I would. Right now, that little Jeep Patriot we have would be a really nice little family car.
It is. It's fantastic. Yeah.
But
it's a little complicated, but it's still serviceable.
Not a whole lot complicated like the new ones, but a little complicated.
I mean, it's pretty complicated. As long as everything's working, it's pretty good. And they're known to have problems with those CVT transmissions, but for some reason that one's still going.
So let's see, what's that thing? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to take it away before anybody comments on it. Yeah, there.
I can't do it anymore.
You're done?
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to call it quits early tonight. Kim didn't get any sleep, or like this much sleep.
I'm sorry, everyone. I thank you so much for. If you're still here, I'm awarding you 3 points for sticking out. You made it all the way to the end. We'll be in the shop.
Reaching, sorry.
We'll be in the shop Thursday. I might be in a little bit late, but he'll be in the shop Thursday. He'll
Kim's
start
notes.
Whatever time he wants.
Kim's notes. Cars for sale. We did that. Station wagons was tonight. Mom's car when I was a kid next week, or Dad's car, or neighbors hauled the kids around car, whatever.
Thank you to Mexican Spec. Check out Mexican Spec on Instagram for all the Mexican Spec cars. And wow, thanks to everybody. I can't repeat all the names. I'm too tired.
There's
But
yeah, there's
we
26
appreciate
of them
all your
right now.
comments, all the people who sent in pictures tonight. It was very good conversation. Lots of cool pictures and cool cars.
Chocolate
Cool
chip
stories.
cookies.
Lots of.
I want the
Yes.
chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies. I'm confused.
Oh, you sent more in, Tavo? Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he did. Oh, there's two more. That
Okay. Well,
Buddy
you know how to
Carfano,
make the
Buddy Carfano asked me to show this, but he hadn't sent it yet. So I'm going to just show it for a minute.
Oh.
Okay, so it's a Cadillac 60 Cadillac wagon that somebody made out from a two-door. I don't know about that.
Whoa.
And then the other one was from Tavo. Sent a couple that I'll show, and then we're done. Let's see if I can find it. Tavo sent a VE wagon. Oh yeah, that's
I like that one.
Dodge Dart course Dodge Dart front end, which is not a Dart down there. It's a
That's not factory, is it?
yeah.
That grill?
Yeah, doesn't that look weird?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same shape as a Dodge
I like
Dart,
it, but
it's
it looks like a way aftermarket kind
yeah,
of
it does. It looks
thing.
like an aftermarket grill.
Yeah.
And then the back I always like because the back on their wagons look kind of like a Barracuda. So I kind of liked it. It's pretty good. So I think we'll shut it down with that. So
Yeah.
say good
we'll
night.
see you
Oops,
guys
she gets mad because I put that in front of her face.
every
How do I do
time.
that?
There
I
you
gotta
go.
wave
Look at
over
that.
here. Good
And
night,
then
everybody.
we'll see you guys Thursday or Saturday or next Tuesday. We're around. We got videos coming out. We're doing all the things. So thanks everybody for your support, and we look forward to talking to you real soon.
Good night.
Oh gosh, I'm so exhausted. I don't know if I can.